I'm Merle Giles, and I direct the private sector programs at NCSA, which is the National Center for Supercomputing Applications at the University of Illinois. What I do in these private sector programs is try to impact the economic development inside companies, work with companies to help them do HPC better, help them adopt new practices, work with data, do modeling and simulation in ways. Our business is HPC, and the companies that we work with, we help do what they do better. So we at NCSA use HPC in a couple ways. We've got very large scale HPC. We also have a production machine, which is a Dell, to actually work with companies to have them run in this production environment with codes that matter to them. The new technologies are cool. So one of our other partners here, Adaptive, that has this middleware, the traffic cop, how do we get stuff done inside a PC? We run that in our Dell system, and they have begun to map and automate from meshing to bridge this modeling and simulation to more automatically run from the modeling into the simulation and help us work with some remote visualization. So the technologies that are in that space are typically software driven with what we're doing today. Now we need the hardware to do it right when we put it together, but the software changes in this business are really exciting. My industry partners tell us today that the biggest challenge is to graduate students who are computationally aware. That means maybe a little more than MATLAB. What can we do with real parallelization? The IT space is becoming more parallelized. Well, HPC has done this for a long time. So to be computationally aware is a start. So we, in the classrooms, we need to be doing work with things that are real HPC-driven computation. All business going forward is going to be using HPC. We can look at it at big data analytics. We have classically looked at it in the modeling and simulation space. That's rather narrow to where we're going to be in 5 years. So I would encourage students to add to whatever their domain is, whatever their major is, find a way to add this computer science or HPC piece. Maybe it's a certificate program, maybe it's a master's degree on top of another domain. Encourage them to look at HPC, because all work in companies is going to be using HPC. We can teach you how to learn, we can teach you this domain, but in order to do anything with it, add computer science and HPC to your repertoire before you graduate, because it's easier to get inside, and look for the universities that actually do this. So HPC matters. HPC is in the wildest places. All products these days are informed by this digital space. So you buy Legos and take it in and say, you know what, here's an example of how this stuff works and how they make better product because they're using HPC in the background.